No.
Okay, no, that's not what it is. Let's not forget that, oh yeah, not only was he on the Dick Cavett show with Mr. John Lennon, but apparently he inspired the lyrics to Imagine.
Yes. There was a moment on the Dick Cavett show where he said, well, you could imagine.
Oh, yeah. And
here's the thing, too. Right before he went on the Dick Cavett show, when he was telling the story, and Forrest Gump doesn't lie because he's too stupid. The whole point is that he's very honest.
Right.
He told the lady that he was talking to he was bigger than Captain Kangaroo.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He was bigger than You're right. He's bigger than Captain Kangaroo.
If Captain Kangaroo was sitting next to you, even in this day.
Yeah, I would instantly recognize Captain Kangaroo. In a heartbeat.
You're telling me that in no interview John Lennon didn't.
That guy's so overexposed that
John Legend.
Anytime I think of the Beatles, I'm like, hey, John Legend was awesome.
Yeah. He never said, yeah, this bloke on Dick Cavett's show inspired me to write a myth.
Yeah. No,
of course he would have said that.
And I really love the heart of the creators of Forrest Gump. Well, actually, one of them is Mr. Robert Zemeckis, of course, of Back to the Future fame.
Yep.
But basically portraying John Lennon, just some hack who steals lyrics from the mentally handicapped.
He's like, this retard's got an idea for a song.
He just fucking John Lennon just sits around, mental hospitals with Post-its and a pen. Oh, this is good.
So on top of all this that you just listed, you're talking about Dick Cavett appearance, bigger than Captain Kangaroo, college football star, national ping pong team. He also inspired the Happy Face t-shirt. He also inspired the Shit Happens bumper sticker.
And, I forgot one. Yes, indeed, he taught Elvis Presley how to dance.
Yes.
Basically,
as a child,
created the signature Elvis Presley dance moves.
Yes.
Yeah, right. As an 8-year-old. Boy, was he ahead of the curve. That Forrest.
And nobody knows who he is.
No one in America. The guy's walking. The paparazzi that this flat top wearing freak would have would dwarf John Kennedy Jr., who's dead.
Yeah.
Princess Di. It would dwarf Madonna. Brangelina. Their paparazzi is shit compared to the paparazzi that Forrest Gump should have.
Even old celebrity, even old football players are on the radio circuit, doing radio interviews. If you're just a college football player.
Agreed.
You're telling me, even if all Forrest ever did was run across America, if that's the only thing he did,
we would never forget his name.
He could still get on small market radio at least 10 years later and say, this is a guy, if you remember, 10 years ago, he ran across America.
Right.
We got Forrest Gump in studio, but he did beyond that. And he's on the cover of Fortune.
This is not a small publication. This isn't like a Cracked magazine.
Biggie Smalls said it. On the cover of Fortune.
It's Fortune. Let's not forget, he's destroying Russian and Chinese commies in ping pong tournaments. Yeah. He's an international sports star, probably back then as recognizable as Tiger Woods is today. Oh, but you know what? Who is this guy on the bench talking to me like he's Adrian Adonis?
When he came... Piper,
strangely went into Piper.
It doesn't matter. I like Piper.
It takes over my actual speaking.
When he came back from China, his house was littered with cardboard cutouts of Forrest Gump. Also,
he was
a weird
on boxes of cereal.
Ping pong paddles with his... But for some reason, they decided in the movie it would be funny if all the cardboard cutouts and the ping pong paddles were a picture of Forrest Gump while he was blinking and his eyes were shut.
I didn't get that either.
What company would make those?
It's like, not only was Forrest...
This is the retard who plays ping pong.
Yeah, not only was he severely retarded, but every company that he went into business with also had a bit of the retardation, if you will.
Yes.
And it just doesn't make sense. And for Christ's sakes, Lieutenant Dan, where are you, pal?
Right.
Where are you saying, hey, this is my friend Forrest Gump, the biggest celebrity in the history of the world.
And let me also tell you this.
Dude, this guy's bigger than any celebrity ever.
It's true. And if that guy, by the way, while we're talking about inaccuracies in that movie, if that guy had a shrimping company that was that successful, you're telling me that somebody wouldn't have taken him for all he was worth? He didn't know what the hell he was doing on that boat.
No.
You're telling me somebody wouldn't see that boat full of shrimp and say, I can give you $30. Because he would have taken it.
I'll buy me some more Dr. Peppers.
Yeah.
That's what I'll do.
But you're right.
And spin off awful cliches like Chocolate Box and Rick Rock.
Eastside David, I can't think of anybody who'd be a bigger celebrity than him.
I mean,
how could, and it's not even like they said, yeah, he's kind of a celebrity, but not, he's unrecognizable. He has no face recognition.
There is no one. He has to go to the bus stop.
He was on television since the invention of color television.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Every decade, and not just a little, every decade is a major Forrest Gump thing. You're seeing him win college football championships. You're seeing him with John Lennon.
Yeah.
You're seeing him get honored by presidents.
He's bigger than Captain Kangaroo.
So this is my movie theory.
Mm-hmm.
Forrest Gump, go fuck yourself.
Well,
how about that?
Why? I thought the theory was that he was a big celebrity and that they should have recognized him.
I take back everything I just said about go fuck yourself. That was so inappropriate, Robert Zemeckis.
You know what? Why don't we do it one better and just say, you take back everything you said over the last 60 minutes.
No,
I'll do
not.
the same.
I'm not doing
that. And we'll
that.
start from scratch.
No.
Pepper?
No.
From the top.
Let's do it up, mama.
We're just kidding. When you run live to tape, you don't have that option.
Well, yeah, you do actually.
That's tape to tape. No, tape to tape. You have that option.
Oh, all right.
By the way, American Idol,
after
the first week, is not live anymore. Stumpbrain told me that. They tape it 3 hours before.
Had no idea.
Blew your mind.
Wow.
You just had your mind blown by the special delivery show starring Sam and Dave. I've been Primetime Sam Roberts from Opie and Anthony.
I am Eastside Dave, Ron and Fez, noon to 3. We love you all.
Make sure you join us again. Email us, specialdeliveryshow@gmail.com.
Faux shit is...
I'm doing play-by-play for a Jersey All-Pro Wrestling show tonight. But guess what?
Nice plug.